the world of venture capital, the world of creating companies is fundamentally changing. You would not do the same thing today that you did 6 months ago. You would not invest in the same thing today that you would invest in 6 months ago, because the nature, I don't want to just overemphasize AI, but I think it's one of the key driving factors. The nature of this is creating so many things that would have been companies just a short time ago as features, as maybe useful. Maybe someone's done something useful you don't want to recreate, but that's something you would maybe use as a service, as a microtransaction, not build a whole company around. You're going to find so many companies that are now built that have real utility and are successful by any measure, that have 1 to 3 people in them, building and building and building on the building blocks that we have before. We used to have to set up a server and then connect it to a network and connect that to storage. Well, thank you, AWS. Thank you, Google Cloud and Azure. You have clouds. Then on top of that, you have to assemble all these software. Well, thank you, platforms as a service, and thank you, et cetera. As you go up this stack and now apply AI to aggregate the sum total of human knowledge and make it accessible, you now combine that, you're going to be able to now create applications in far less money, far less time, far less people, changes the nature of what it means to build a company.
It's an incredible time. I actually sat down with a guy named Jamie Burke, who runs Outlier Ventures here in London, one of the biggest Web3 accelerators in the world. And he said, Brian, I've met the first single founder, single employee, billion-dollar company.
Yeah.
Give them a tech stack of AI tools, 10 deep, and I've met them. I know that I've met one of those already.
I think I have too, is my son.
Really?
Hey, Will.
It's an exciting time, and it's a very, very interesting time. If people are watching this as individuals who want to explore the software, as potentially app builders, or as people that are in corporations right now that want their corporation to use Vatom, what's the best next steps? Is it allvatom.com to get more info, or?
That's certainly a good place to start. But we have a way on the platform to email us, old-fashioned way of communicating. Easy to contact us, our CMO, or Colin, you say, our head of experience. We're quite accessible, but there's a pathway where we're looking at applications. And normally what we're trying to do is empower people to learn the tools and learn how to use the APIs and the SDKs to build what they want. But we do get involved. We get our hands dirty and we work with people to build things that haven't been done before.
Yeah, and you have a whole set of tutorials and things that I'm actually going through myself just to get to know that space. And I guess at the end of the day, you just zoom out and you think, how can this create better human interactions, right? Yeah. That's what this is for. And that's what people need to understand. It's not a place to go do this little thing digitally. It's to enhance reality, right?
Yeah, the future of human engagement is still the human.
Wow. That puts it right there, right? It's not going to replace what it is to be human. It's just going to add to it in so many ways. So, Eric, really appreciate the time. Really appreciate all the hard work, because building something like that over that history would have so many moments. You were way ahead of your time in so many things, with creations of NFTs for the first time and all of that. And I hope it feels good now to see it now coming together with all these accolades and being recognized.
It's a lot of fun. Thank you for having me today.
To continue watching the rest of the episode for free, visit our website londonreal.tv or click the link in the description below.